My name is Claire Morgan. I'm 51. I've been a wife for 27 years, a mother for 24, a daughter, a sister, a neighbor, a quiet supporter at the edge of every room. Somewhere along the way, I stopped being just Claire. My husband, Richard, is a good man, reliable, kind, steady, the kind of man who never forgets to pay the bills or replace the batteries in the smoke detectors. He kissed me goodbye every morning, asked how my day was, but he hadn't seen me in years. Not really. The kids were grown. The house was quiet. I baked, I read, I walked the dog, and I started feeling invisible, even to myself. One night late, I saw an ad online for a week-long art retreat in Santa Fe. A week to remember yourself, it said. I hadn't painted since college. I clicked register without thinking. Richard didn't question it much. He told me, "You deserve a break." I think he thought I'd come back rested, smiling, a little more like the old version of myself. Neither of us expected that I would come back someone else entirely. His name was Eli Carter. He was 42, a painter, the messy, thoughtful kind. Denim shirts with rolled sleeves, charcoal always under his fingernails. He wasn't loud or flirtatious. He had a kind of stillness about him, like he lived in a different pace of time. He sat across from me the first night, asked why I came. I told him I needed to do something that belonged only to me. He didn't laugh, just nodded like he already understood. During the days we painted, I let colors run wild again, let my hands move without fear. And every now and then, Eli would walk past me and gently adjust the angle of my brush, or make some quiet observation about the way light touches everything differently at dusk. I don't remember the exact moment it shifted, when the space between us stopped feeling casual and started feeling electric. Maybe it was the way he looked at my unfinished canvas, or how his fingers brushed mine just slightly longer than necessary when handing me a rag. One evening, the sky outside was the color of copper and fire. We were alone in the studio, surrounded by half-done canvases and the scent of turpentine and summer air. He looked at me like I was something fragile and fierce at the same time, and when he leaned in, it didn't feel like a seduction. It felt like someone giving something back to me that I'd lost long ago. His kiss wasn't urgent. It was quiet, deep. He didn't rush. His hands moved across my skin as if memorizing it, not claiming it. Every part of it felt like breath, like I hadn't truly inhaled in years. What happened between us that night wasn't about youth or recklessness. It wasn't betrayal in the loud, cruel way. It was awakening. And it was soft, sacred. When I returned home, Richard was at the kitchen table, reading the news on his tablet. He looked up and smiled, said, "Hey, you're back. Good trip." I said it was fine, that it had changed something in me. He nodded and went back to his screen. That night in bed, I looked at the ceiling for a long time and realized he hadn't asked what I had painted, or what I had felt, or who I had become. The next morning, I packed one suitcase. Not everything, just what I needed. I left a letter on the kitchen counter. "Richard, you have been good to me. You have loved me the best you knew how. But I've remembered a part of myself I had forgotten. A part one can't put back to sleep. I don't know where this leads. I just know I can't stay where I stopped feeling alive. Please forgive me. Claire." Now I live in a small apartment near the ocean. Some mornings I walk barefoot on the shore with coffee in hand. Some nights I paint until I cry. Eli and I still speak, but he wasn't the destination, he was the door. I don't know what comes next. I don't know if I'll be loved again the same way. But for the first time in years, I wake up with the feeling that anything could happen. And that is everything.